Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to another TOGA Motorsport live coverage. This is not the live coverage, obviously. The server doesn't go live until 5 minutes time, so I'm just going to play a replay just now of me messing about. So welcome. It is round 1 of the Multiclass Championship Season 2. I'm so excited for this. This is, I think this is going to be epic. There are a mix of GT3 and GT4. I've just been listening to the driver's briefing, just in case I needed to know anything. Good evening, Marco. How on earth are you? I would like to thank you for posting the pic of the pink, I can't even remember what it was. Was it a pink ballerina outfit? So yes, so GT3 and GT4, so qualifying is going to be split. The first 10 minutes, but 12 minutes in total will be GT4 only. If they are crossing the line on a flying lap and it's just before 10 minutes, then they will be allowed to continue and finish that lap. If they haven't and it's after 10 minutes, they will then have to return to the pits as quickly as they can. Fernando! How are you doing, Fernando? Hope you're doing well, Elias. So, yeah. Then from... let me see if I get this right. From the 12th minute to the 24th minute is GT3 only. So it's separate... what do we call it? It's separate, use your words, Matt, come on. It's separate qualifying sessions so that nobody's getting held up, nobody's having any issues with trying to get past slower cars and things like that. Can you send the... Can you send the address if you buy it? Oh, Marco, you really do want to see me getting punished, don't you? I will explain what Mark was talking about in a minute. So a little bit of housekeeping. If you haven't already liked the stream, please give it a like. We are now partnered with YouTube, so you may have adverts at the start and things like that. So basically this is how it's supporting the channel. So it is, and I'm just so proud to see how many subscribers we have. We're, I think we're very, very close to our one of our goals, which I will go into in a minute. Nightwing, good evening. Car number 202, GT3, Graham Taylor, excellent. I hope you have an amazing race tonight. I will be looking out for you. It's going to be interesting. Chase, I'm scared. Just scared, just terrified, just, you know. I think, Ches, you're racing in GT4, aren't you? Julius, who's part of our commentary team, is also racing tonight. Great to see you all in the chat already. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and you can become a member of the channel for £2.99, which is really, really nothing when you think of things. We also are running a competition. You can enter by becoming a Discord subscriber, and you are automatically entered into the prize draw for a pair of racing gloves, which are at the cost of £50. So that's amazing as well. Quentin, good evening. Keep an eye out for the blue and pink Alpine. Oh, blue and pink. Ooh, is it a bit of a BWT thing? I literally synced the liveries about 5-10 minutes ago, so hopefully everybody's liveries will work. Peter, good evening. How are you doing, Peter? Quentin might be. Okay. Can't wait to see it. I think this is going to be a really exciting competition. There's so many good drivers in this. There's so many people in different classes, GT3 and GT4. So what else is there to tell you? We have a charity event on the 28th of October. Now the commentary team, I did put this in Discord, the commentary team have submitted a team. Steve, good evening. Looking forward to watching back with great commentary. Good luck all. Thank you. Is someone else commentating? I hope you have a good race, Steve. I hope you do. Peter, very good, just too hot for your Aston. Oh, is it? Oh, man. See, Aston British, it's used to like 9 degrees and blowing a gale and like just bucketing it down with rain. So let me see if the server is up and running. Can get away from my replay now before you see me crashing anymore. Right, give me a second and I will be right back. Apologies. Sorry, Steve, did I blow your eardrums out there? Your back shortly audio is 10 times louder than the main voice comms. Now I'm awake. I just wanted to make sure you were ready to go. That's all it was. Nothing else. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like a shot of caffeine into your veins, but it's very loudness through your ears instead. Right, I'm just looking to see. If the server is up and running. Unless I've called it something else. Is the server up? Anyone? Is anyone actually in the server? Multiclass, there we go. Wow, it was the same password. Excellent. Okay, so it is a 10-minute practice. We let me know how the audio is. If the game's too loud or if I'm too quiet, let me know. It's looking quite dark out there, isn't it? Right, let me get race control underway. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Here we have Ches in the Mercedes GT4. That car just rides the curb so well, doesn't it? letting all the GT3s filter through. Very good driving there from Ches. So obviously it is going to be an exciting race, I think. We've got 2 classes to keep an eye on. There's so many things going on and things happening that we'll need to wait and see how things go. So yeah, I hope you're all looking forward to this. Again, qualifying, because it's 24 minutes. I think the first 6 minutes are nothing. Nobody goes out, and after then the 6 minutes, the GT4s go out for 12 minutes, and then once they're finished, the GT3s go out as well. So this is really exciting. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. Oh, jeez, getting a bit wide there. And there's Mr. Taylor in the 202. It's just sitting in the 24th at the moment. 25th even. So, interesting time. So next week we have Wednesday evening. Ollie is going to be your commentator for Rookie Wednesday because I'm going to be driving in it. And Thursday will be myself commentating on the Multiclass again. And I'm trying to think, is it next week the Porsche Cup starts as well? I'm just going to have a little look and see. No, it's a following week, so so Rookie Wednesday, next Wednesday, Multiclass on Thursday, and then the 24 and 2.4 is on Sunday. I believe Airy is possibly commentating that one. He did really well when he was commentating on the last 24 and 2.4 in Spa. So I wonder if do you think it's going to rain? Do you think we need to do a little rain dance to just encourage a little bit of wetness on the track? I'm trying to avoid saying the M word because some people just get triggered by that. So I am thinking about you folk out there. Julius, you're also doing Rookie and Porsche. Oh, you greedy so-and-so. So we'll be seeing a lot of our Julius. So we shall. Eddie Fasttail in the Alpine. No. What did Right, okay, I'm going to go through all the Alpines. Oh, there's the pink and blue Alpine. Nice. Oh, the commentary. Ah, right, okay, sorry, I thought you meant you were driving. So you'll have Julius and Ollie for Rookie Wednesday. I'll be here for the Multiclass. And then the following week, there's then the Porsche Cup then starts as well. So although we've kind of wound down some of the championships, new ones are starting. And then obviously as we get nearer to the C word, or the X word, whatever way you want to call it, things will tail off. And then we'll be kicking into 2024 full of vigour. So that is practice done. Now there are so many drivers I could just list off just now that we really should be looking at. We've got the likes of Davide Mandalisi. We've got Peter Romeo, Alex Hertz. Let me see who else we have. We've got Eddie Fasttail. We've got Graham Potter. We've got Van Dyke as well, who I believe he was in the Sunday Championship as well. We've got Darryl Longer Name. Got Mr. Steve Hood. Prideco in the Merc again. We've got Ches. Oh, there's another G Taylor. Sorry, did I say Graham Taylor? G. Potter. Apologies, Graham. Graham in the 202 McLaren. So there's a whole list. Elias. Elias is driving the Porsche. Great choice, Elias. Owen in the Ferrari. I mean, it's a really strong grid, both GT3 and GT4. Let's see if we can actually see. No, Ollie said he might not be. Oh, there's Ollie there. So Ollie is in the Aston Martin, number 12, looking quite fine in the pits. So, I hope you are really looking forward to this. Fabio, good evening. How are you? Hayden, I'm so scared. Okay, so I thought, what is going on? I thought the first. Oh no, the qualifying has changed to 24. Okay. Davida, let's see those GT4s in action. Exactly. So we have GT4s for the first 12 minutes. So we have all of them filing out at the moment. Ches doing a little bit of a make sure his wheels connected, make sure everything else is out working. Elias in a Porsche. So used to Elias being in the McLaren. This is bizarre. We'll just let them get their warm-up lap done, and then we can start focusing on who the fast ones are, or who the faster ones are, I really should say. Most of the GT4s are out. Steve Hood's still in the pits, as so is Lichten, and a couple more GT4s in the pits, but the majority are out, and you can see they're all eager to get out, eager to try and get as much qualifying time as possible. Don't forget, tyres obviously take time to heat up. These GT4s don't work the tyres as hard as GT3 cars do, so it does take longer for them to, as you can see, Elias just absolutely sending the Porsche sideways, trying to get heat into those tyres and pressures up. Good luck, exactly, Hayden. Good luck to everyone who's racing. Alex is a big grid, it's a huge grid. So basically we have 39 cars. It's massive. That. Oh, sorry. I wonder what you were typing there, Davida, but then I realised you were replying to Peter. 39 cars. This, I think. Hello, Alex. How you doing? I see you're in this as well. Are you in the Audi, actually, Alex? Where, in fact, is Alex? He's in a Lambo. GT3 Lambo. Ah, no problem, Davida. No problem at all. The Lambro. Oh, right, okay. So we have cars who are just about to start their flying laps. So here we have Rosenfeld in the Alpine. It is a beautiful looking livery, isn't it? And also good luck and good race to Alex. Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it is going to be a lot of fun. I love multi-class racing. It just adds another aspect to it. So I will explain a little bit of the rules in terms of the... Obviously, once a GT3 car approaching a GT4 car, if it gets within 0.6 of a second and there's blue flags, the GT4 is suggested to obviously move over and let the GT3 past. But let's think about the real GT racing in real life. Blue flags aren't the same as Formula 1. Formula 1, you get 3 blue flags and you must let that car past. You do not need to let the car past. It's good manners and race etiquette to let the car past. Especially if the car behind you is struggling, then it's a case of back off slightly, let them pass, and then they can go on and do your race. GT4s are not racing GT3s here, let's be honest. So there's no need to be holding anyone up for that. We have one red flag. Hayden still hasn't bought any more red flags. We're still stuck with one red flag. Is live stewarding as well tonight, which is awesome. And I will try and keep an eye on the stewards depending on how much contact there is on the first or second corners. So yeah, so red flag. So if there's I think it's 20% they've set. So if there's 20% of the pack of the starting grid end up in a collision, then the race will be red flagged. The drivers will then slow down, make their way back to the pits. The stewards will get everything sorted out and the race will restart. If the same thing happens and there's chaos into turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, it's just, you're just going to have to get on with it. There's no more red flags. One red flag, and I can see why they've done it. They don't want to continually have to red flag a race every time there's a crash on the first lap. And, you know, we could be here all night doing that. So that's why it's set. It's fair. I think it's fair anyway, certainly from my point of view. Thank you very much, Davida. Yeah, I hope you have an amazing race. So at the moment, oh, it's such a nice car, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. The Ginetta, pink and white Ginetta of Jones, is leading the field with a 151.590. Mighty impressive. Lichten is just behind, 1/10 behind in his McLaren, and I believe, yeah, he's a little bit further back. So again, Rosenfeld has come in with a fastest lap now, 151.385. This is very, very close. Beautiful looking car, especially with pink and white. Absolutely loving it. A lot of puff of smoke as they go along. So Rosenfeld really, oh, he's just been back into pits, maybe tweaking a setup or something. But now we've got Potter in the McLaren with a 151.372. I mean, that's 100ths faster than Rosenfeld. This is so close. He's quick, is he? Okay. Just coming up behind the Aston Martin. But again, these cars are not obviously as fast. These cars are more like your road legal cars. In terms of the aerodynamics, in terms of the engine power, etc. So they don't accelerate as quick as the GT3s. They don't behave going around corners. It's a lot slower as well. So absolutely. What was that pole that just flicked up there? I didn't even see it. Do you think it'll be a red flag? 100% yes to everybody. If you want a little bit of fun, get your vote in now. Do you think there's going to be a red flag tonight? Yes or no? David, you're going to make the red flag watch. Somebody setting a stall out straight away. So there. So Potter coming around again. Try and see where Rosenfeld is. So Rosenfeld's behind Potter. So Potter, the first chance to he's almost 2 seconds. Yeah, I was going to say he's 2 seconds slower than his last time at the moment. Not really anyone challenging at the moment. You can see there's 500ths of a second covering the top 3 drivers. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've got Airy Fasttails popped himself into P5 at the moment. Elias Fernando popped himself into P6 with that Porsche. Oh, the Camaro. Oh, love the Camaro. Absolutely love it. But yeah, so that I mean, although the cars are slower, they're still obviously very quick. And it just takes getting a corner slightly faster. And you, if you're near the top 5, you certainly could pop yourself up into contention. there's a lot of cars who are actually quicker now coming through, so we're just going to keep an eye on them, see if they can capitalise on it. Who's the first one? It looks like Jones may be the first one in that Ginetta, just come through the chicane, heading down to the bottom. At the moment, he is 2/10 faster than his previous lap, so it's this is looking very, very interesting. A lot of strong drivers in this. Just watch as he completes his lap. He's almost 4/10 faster. So Jones pops himself into first place. A P1 with a 151.180. Potter really has got things to try and do. He's already 1.1 seconds behind his fastest lap so far. So he's not going to make any headway on that. Rosenfeld and Lichten are in the pits at the moment. So Airy Fasttail looks like he's on a faster lap with that Alpine. He's about 1/10 faster. I don't think that's going to change his position any. I'll move him closer, but yeah, it doesn't unfortunately move it much. Elias Fernando, he's on a bit of a faster lap. He's 2/10 up on his previous lap. Now obviously he's only halfway around the lap, so we'll keep an eye on him. Jones is going quicker still, but is now starting to lose time. This is all nip and tuck, but it's Jones has now stretched this, where before we're talking about hundredths of a second, we're actually talking about tenths of a second now away. Steve Hood is in P8, Jamson P9, and Marchetti in P10 at the moment. There's 2 yellow flags, so I'm assuming people are heading back to the pits as well. Davida Fasttail in the GT4 as well. Yes, Aries in the Alpine, so he is. Currently sitting 5th at the moment. Porsche GT4 looks amazing. Changed my mind. I couldn't change your mind, Davida. It is a beautiful looking car. I have to say, most of the GT4 cars look amazing. So they do. Julius, a poor lap. So Elias is 6/10 up. Not going to be enough to move him up any positions, but I'll move him closer. Oh, sorry, my apologies. He leapfrogs Fasttail into P5, pulls it over, and that is it. So now qualifying is complete for GT4s. Now we see the GT3s come out. So your top 10 for your GT4 qualifying: Jones in P1 with the Ginetta, Potter P2 with the McLaren, Rosenfeld in the Alpine in P3, Lichten P4 with the McLaren, Elias Fernando in a Porsche in P5, Airy Fasttail P6 in the Alpine, Gasolina in the KTM in P7, Steve Hood P8 in the Chevrolet, Jamson P9 in the AMG, Marchetti P10, BMW, Van Dijk P11, Ollie in P12 with Aston Martin, I've never been able to pronounce this poor guy's name. He's in P13 with the McLaren, with the 69 McLaren. We've got Ches in P14 with the AMG, Bellini in the KTM P15, Yusuf in P16, and Mariano in P17. So that rounds out the GT4 qualifying. We are now underway with the GT3s, and this could be very tasty. We have Peter Romeo at the moment, who's just heading out, and I believe the first car that's going to go past the start finish is Perry. He's already pushing that Ferrari, so he's going to obviously set the first fastest lap. This, I mean, there's such a breadth of cars. We've got Ferraris 296s, we've got BMW M4s, we've got Porsche, we've got Lamborghini, we've got the Mercedes, we've got McLaren. There's such a widespread, and actually Cripps is back into the pit, so I wonder if there was an issue or he's forgot to do something and had to come back out again. So he's been in the pits And he's back out again. Quentin, the little Alpine that could love this car. Do you know there's an Alpine dealership near me? And I happen to be, as joined on to another dealership. I happen to be at that other dealership to drop my partner off with her car. And I just happened to see all these Alpines just sitting outside. And I'm like, oh my god. Looked amazing. I would actually love a shot of one just to see, even on the road, just to see what it's like. So Peter Romeo has got a yellow flag, so I don't know if he's slowed down to let someone pass. Cripps is back out, but at the moment it looks like Perry is going to be the first one. So he's out on his first flying lap at this point in time. Julius, curse Owen, please. Well, if we watch Owen, something really bad will happen to him. It seems to happen all the time. So it does. So we have got 20 GT3s. And we've got... No, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, my maths is really bad. We've got 17 GT4s and 21 GT3s. So it is a really good packed field of different kinds of cars. Quentin, they're not even that expensive where you live, about the price of a Golf GTI. See, if they sounded really nice, I actually probably would get one. I'm maybe looking at changing my car next year, but the car I would like is hugely expensive. So Perry coming over to finish his first flying lap. Let's see what he sets, shall we? No. Okay. Just keeping an eye out for the first one. So Kuhn is first over in the Lambo in the treble 5. Oh, they're all piling in now. So Lorenzetti is in second place, but Piva in a Porsche set the fastest time with a 143.87. That is not a shabby first one. Cupera has now just put a 143.1 in. Stewart is in behind him in P2 at the moment in the Ferrari. Julius just get Saab. No, I'm okay, thank you. I love Saab years ago, but you know, like Saab were around when I was a child, so. Mandalisi puts himself up to P2 and is 100th of a second behind Cupera. Taylor is in P4 at the moment in a 202 McLaren. Verhulst is in P3 with the Lambo. That is a beautiful looking livery in that car. It's just starting to filter through. I'm just watching. It looks like Cupera has got about almost 4/10 faster, 5/10 faster now in that McLaren. For some reason the livery hasn't shown up. He is absolutely storming at the moment. So he has lost a little bit of time there on the chicane, but he's sitting about 5/10 faster. Gallo is now set the fastest with a 142.52. So almost a second faster than that treble 4 McLaren. There are some of the big hitters, I think, as we would call them. We're still waiting on them coming through and doing their thing. Prideco puts himself up into P2 with the AMG. 4/10 behind Gallo. Gallo is absolutely storming at the moment. He is 6/10 faster than his previous lap. That's going to knock him down into the 141s if he can continue this way. But he has got Cripps behind him. Cripps is very experienced, so he's not going to be in the way. He'll be way down in the horizon very soon. Gallo now almost 7/10 faster as he's coming up to the start-finish line. This is going to be an absolute storming lap. A 141.450. The gauntlet really has been laid down by Gallo. Prideco now in being in P2 is 1 second off of the fastest lap at the moment. Pryko just coming out of the pits. And let's keep a little eye on Mr. Cripps. Cripps is now setting a lap at the moment. So, again, a lovely livery that is had done. I believe his livery was done by Airy Fasttail. George, good evening. How you doing? You'd love to race tonight, but trains are running like garbage. You'll see you next round. Oh, looking forward to it. Yeah, ooh, now was that a invalid lap there? Was he just on the limits of track limits? A little bit of wiggle from the rear end there as it's trying to push him out. Now that's interesting. Gallo has caught up with him. A bit twitchy. Oh, that's definitely going to be track limits, that one. So, Cripps, I wouldn't say he's struggling, but at the moment... yeah, he's not really blazing a trail. I'm sure he'll come good soon. They have got just under 4 minutes left of this session. Peter Romeo. We haven't really seen much of Peter. Looks like he's just come out the pits. So let's go back to the top. Gallo is still P1. We've got Taylor in P2. 8 tenths behind. Mandalise in P3, Pryko P4, Kupera P5, Dimitrov in P6, Verhorst in P7, Donkervolk in P8, Darovic in P9, at Perry in P10. There is, I mean, between P1 and P4 there's a second of a difference. Gallo at the moment is running away with this, but we obviously have Cripps coming along. I'd love to see what Peter's going to be doing. Peter looks like he's doing a pretty decent lap at the moment. He's just keeping it tidy as he comes up to the left-hand hairpin, letting the car drift, power on up the hill. Quentin, please set a lap GT3, guys. I do not want to be caught in the GT3 trying to get to the front. So Pryko is on a quicker lap at the moment, but he's only 1/10. That's not going to change much for them at the moment. I don't really see anyone blazing a trail for a new lap. Kuhn is on a 5/10 quicker lap. That would help him up a little bit. And here we go, Peter hard on the brakes coming down, and Cripps has set a time. He is only 6th fastest at the moment. Now 1:41 left on the clock. There is enough time to do another flying lap, but this is going to be tight. And Peter Romeo puts himself in P4. A great lap from Peter there. Taylor is in the pits with his McLaren. Looks like he's had enough. He's not going to have enough time to go back out. Mandalise is... oh no, commentator's curse. Sorry, Davida. Mandalise was on a 5/10 quicker lap there until it all went horribly wrong. Gallo looks like he's maybe had enough. He's heading back to the pits. Pryko on a slightly quicker lap now. But yeah, it looks like it. Let's see if Cripps going for it again. Got a stop car. I believe that's someone just heading back to the pits. It's just seen a yellow flag. So Cripps coming up to this chicane, using as much of the corners, the curbs as he can, and keeping it tidy. So they run down the hill now, hard on the brakes, swing the car left, let it drift out to the curb and outside, touch the brakes again, and then a drive out of the corner. Cripps is on a bit of a flying lap at the moment, 5/10 quicker. Where is that going to put him? only into P2. I say only, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but wow. Gallo is 6/10ths faster. So Gallo, in fact, Gallo's out again, so I don't know if he's just trying to make sure his car's completely set up, but he has the fastest lap. He was not quickest in the first sector. Peter Romeo was fastest in the first sector. Gallo's fastest in the second sector. So that that's interesting. So it is. So we only have 2 GT3s. In fact, we've only got one GT3 now that hasn't completed a lap, and that's Ruggero in the 90 McLaren. So let me run you through the the top 10. P1 in the treble 4 McLaren is Gallo. Cripps in the Ferrari in P2. Peter Romeo P3 with Aston Martin. Taylor P4 with the 202 McLaren. Davide Mandalisi in P5 with the BMW. Pridco in P6 with the number 1 AMG. Cupra in P7 with the 45 McLaren. Dimitrov in P8 with the Lambo. Stewart in P9 with the Ferrari. And Durazio Elstem in the 25 numbered Ferrari. Just looking further down, so we've got Alex Hertz in the Lambo in P18. Kuhn, who was looking quite fast in the treble 5s, down in 21st. We've got yeah, that's someone doing donuts. So that is what we have. Hello Strange, how you doing? Hayden, next week we have been battling for sure. That is mighty, mighty, mighty. A 141.45. That is fast. So 3 minutes to get the car set up. Make sure you've got tyre pressures right. Make sure they've got enough fuel. Now there is a pit stop requirement. Now it's a 30-minute window within the 45-minute race. You must take on fuel and you must take on tyres. So that will be a 30-second stop regardless. Everyone has to do it. It kind of levels out the playing field a little bit. And let's see how we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a quick drink and make sure my throat is all sorted. Strange, yeah, you're okay? I hope you didn't get too rained on today heading to and from your work. Davida, it looked like you were slightly unlucky there. So you were, but still, I mean, P5 in this grid in the GT3s is not something to be sneezed at. So good luck. Good luck to everyone who's racing and listening. I appreciate it. Please make sure you've hit that like button. Please no red flag, please. I don't see any GT3 cars behind the GT4, so at least their classifications are where they should be for the grid. It just looks like Gallo with the car up in the jacks, just fine-tuning a couple of things. 10 seconds to go and they'll do the formation lap. And we're going to see exactly what the drivers are made of. I think there's going to be quite a lot of battling going on. Davida, the track was getting better and better, but you made an error. At least you're at the top end of the pack to try and get yourself further ahead. The car's just starting to heat the tyres up, try and get some pressure into them. Let's have a little look at Alex. Oh, is Alex starting from the pits? Oh dear. And that's the GT4's just... It's because there's 39 cars. This is going to be a huge... Cars will be still coming round. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm just trying to think. If they come round the last corners, the green flag, the green light drops. But hopefully everyone should be round for it. We've got Airy as well. Airy in his beautiful looking Alpine. With that dragon on the side of it. We've got Steve Hood. Oh, what's happened to Steve? I think we caught him sleeping. I think Steve fell asleep at the wheel there. I'm not going to lie. Yep, he's returned to the pits as well. Now, that's maybe the only car I would say I don't really like the look of aesthetically, but still... The KTM. And you can see they're all bunching up already. So this, I think they might well be the last GT4s will be coming around the last corner as the lead GT3 gets the green light. So we'll just keep an eye on Gallo as he is obviously our pole sitter. Steve, you accidentally switched ACC to keyboard, didn't realise it until too late and got teleported to pits. Oh no, Steve. Oh, see, you've got far too much technology. Anyway, I hope you're able to race. I hope you're able to be able to get yourself sorted. So here we go, coming up to the last corner, just lining up, just bunching up. This is going to be some drag. We've got a McLaren, we've got a Ferrari, we've got an Aston Martin, and we've got a McLaren. Who is going to come out on top? Let's just go down to bonnet so we can see the green light. It's a long start-finish straight, and you don't actually see the lights until you get just round the corner. It looks like everyone is through, so everyone's going to be in a start-finish straight for the start of this race. You'll still have fun, Steve. I have no doubt you will. So here we go. We can see the red lights up ahead. Just approaching it now. Try and keep within 70 kilometers an hour. We have a green. We are off. Oh, Cripps has had a terrible start. A little bump there from the McLaren. They're going 3 wide into the first corner. Now, can everyone slow down and not torpedo everybody, please? I'm just looking to see. We don't have any yellow flags at the moment, but look at the gap Gallo has already. Smith. Oh, we do have chaos. We have utter carnage. Oh, wow. That was just mayhem. Let's go back 15 seconds. Oh, somebody in a Porsche just got onto the grass. And everything just went from there. It wouldn't be Imola if there wasn't some kind of crash going on. But let's have a look back here. So Cripps already has work to do on this. He is nearly a 3/10 second lead, sorry, a 3/10 of a second lead to Peter Romeo. Everybody's kind of stretching out at the moment. Just having a look further down to see what the battles are. Passo looks like he's just passed. Was it the KTM he just passed? Look at that Mercedes just creeping up there. It was maybe further back that he passed that. So we have a few cars. Oh, don't! Oh, no! Oh, you can't go too wide into the chicane. You can see the GT3 McLaren flashing the lights furiously there. That is not what you want to see happening. So it's not. Piva at the moment certainly looks like he's... and he has passed. So Piva takes that place. Moved up to 30th. Now passing our Ollie. I call him our Ollie. Ollie, our commentator. So Ollie will not be happy. He'll be looking at trying to get back at that. Now, it looks like Stuart has just passed the other Ferrari there. So, Perry. Yep, Perry. And you can see slightly further back. That is a heavily damaged Ferrari. Look at the damage on it. That's going to cause major issues for him. Mercedes all over the back of him at the moment. Now we've got Passo, who's in the GT3, trying to clear the GT4s just now to get back up into the GT3 pack. I did say this was going to be exciting, and it certainly is exciting. Dimitrov in the Lambo is closing in on Taylor just now in that McLaren. You can see he's tucked under that wing. Oh, he's looking for it. Oh my goodness, he's taken himself and Taylor out all at the same time. That was not a clever move, unfortunately. Taylor now tumbling down the standings. That was... I don't know if he outbraked himself or what was going on, but... Oh, the poor sneaking up the inside there. So hard to keep up with everything. You can see this train, this battle that's going on here. So I have no doubt the stewards will be looking at all the contacts, but there must be multiple contacts at the moment. And it looks like Mandalisi has got past Peter Romeo. Oh no! Oh, that's oh my goodness! Oh, Mercedes is all over the back. Let's have a quick look back and see. So he gets past Peter, but he then outbrakes himself, gets all loose on the curb, slows himself and Peter down, and that Mercedes of Pryco all there. But I don't think Peter realised that Pryco was there. That wasn't an intentional one, I don't think. But look at this, they're side by side. No, there's contact again. Peter Romeo and Pryco swapping paint. But it looks like Pryco has got past. But now Peter Romeo has D'Orazio behind him in that Ferrari. He wants that place now as well. Peter Romeo is sliding down the standings, getting a little bit wrong over the curbs there again, unsettling the car. This is going to be a charge up to the chicane. It looks like Ferrari's having a look, but backs out of it very sensibly. Pryco just trying to get away now. Mandalise is 2.5 seconds behind Cripps. Cripps is 3 seconds behind Gallo. Gallo is out in a race of his own. But look at this battle. We've got 4 cars all battling for the same piece of tarmac, and the Ferrari goes wide. Is he going to end up causing issues? Oh, he's managed to get it slowed down and not come down there like a cannonball, but he has dropped down. That was Perry in the 808 by the looks of it. We've got the 2 Ferraris who are desperately looking to try and get past each other at the moment. Going side by side again. It's a total drag race all the way down, and it certainly looks like Donkervolk did get past, but then they're going sideways. Just enough room being shown to each other, but that Lamborghini of Verhulst is just waiting to pick up the pieces if anything goes wrong. There's quite a few trains starting to starting to form. But here we go. We have Stephen Hood. He's already made a place up. He's now up into 38th, passing that KTM of Bellini. So Stephen absolutely on the charge. And this in the GT4 class, we have a whole bunch just... Oh! It looks like that KTM certainly lost one place, but Airy Fasttail's right behind it as well. Alex Hertz just trying to move away, clear it, and he's got the Mercedes, sorry, the Porsche there as well to get past. Not a problem in that Lamborghini. So already the some of the GT4s are getting passed by the GT3s. This battle is still raging on at the moment. We've got Craig Stewart and we've got Donkervolk in the Ferraris. And again, oh! Donkervolk looks like he got a little bit out of shape there, but he still saved it, so that's him. But now Stewart has been moved back into the space of the Lambo. That Lambo looks mighty fast. Just not quite enough top end to get past that Ferrari. Stewart thinking about maybe going defensive. Lambo's having a look, but oh, Stewart had to back out of that. Otherwise, he would have collected Donkervolk. That's now cost him probably about 4 or 5 places, maybe even 6 places now. Oh, Stewart very unlucky with that one. So there we go. The pit window is now open for 30 minutes. Who do we think is going to take a dive in now? Get some clean air when they come back out. It's certainly an option that you need to have a look at. We've got Taylor back in the 202 just now in that McLaren. Now remember, he's been in the wars, not to his own fault either. Chasing down Ruggero in the 90 McLaren just now. Don't see anyone dipping in. Jones is in the GT3 and the Ginetta has went into the pits. He's the only person at the moment that's went into the pits. Have a look back here because Peter Romeo was very, very close to Prideco. He's within the opportunity of taking this spot. Now remember, Peter lost a couple of places in the last couple of laps, so he'll be looking to try and make up that place again. Trying to get that Aston right underneath the wing of the Mercedes. And let's see. Not really gaining much of an advantage at the moment. But is he going to go, is he going to have a look on the inside, try and unsettle Prideco? Prideco getting a little bit loose on the braking there. Yeah, it looks Peter's catching. He's managed to get through there quicker, having a little look, filling the mirrors of the Mercedes, slowing it down a little bit, just getting around the corner. That Mercedes looks like it's on the limit. Prideco is driving the wheels off. And if they're lucky enough, oh, a little bit of oversteer going on there. Mandalisi is not that far ahead. Back now with Elias Fernando, who is right behind that McLaren. 0.2 of a second behind Potter. Looking to see if he can take that advantage. Can he get a little bit of a slipstream going up here? These GT4 cars don't create as much aero as the GT3 cars do, so it's not quite as easy to get past with the slipstream. But again, Elias just keeping close. Now this could be a battle going down, and you can see the Alpine and the McLaren fighting as well. This is not going to plan at the moment. Jamson into the pits as well. Bit of a train, and they need to watch because they've got GT3s coming up their inside. This is what can really disrupt your race when you're having to move over for the GT3 cars. It ruins your race line, it ruins your speed, you then lose track placement as well. Potter is really now pushing the Alpine, trying to get a look up. Look how close he is. Just let it drift. Very, very close. Again, looking at the top now, Cripps is 3.5 seconds behind Gallo. You can see the GT4s. Oh, as a Lambo went wide there. GT4s can take the curbs a lot better than... oh, Prideco! What has happened to Prideco? Oh my goodness! Oh, don't join there. Oh, there's been contact. 2 Mercedes have had issues by the looks of it. Flash of the headlights there. See if we can go back. Oh no, it just takes us back to there. There is definite contact between the 2 Mercedes there. That was very, very unfortunate. That has knocked Prideco down to 15th now. So in your top 5, you've got Gallo in P1, Cripps P2, Mandalisi P3, Romeo in P4, and Brackstad. Looks like he's just been overtaken by the Ferrari there. Let's have a look here. So they're on the start-finish straight. Now look, like it's possible it's the drag race and the Ferrari just been that little bit quicker on the Porsche's top end speed. This is Samuel Brackstad. Oh, you can see, you can see Peter Romeo, the Lamborghini. Oh my goodness! It's all going wrong. Oh, it's been a GT4 car that's caused the issue, and that's slowed. Oh, did the Ferrari make contact with the GT4 there? Oh my goodness! Peter Romeo's been out. Oh my god! Peter Romeo's been involved as well. So Peter Romeo, oh, he's been tagged by the Lamborghini. Oh, the Lambo's been in the middle of the road and... Oh, goodness me. What is going on? Peter Romeo has now dropped down to P9 after all that. That is so unfortunate. Just coming together and then absolute carnage. So here we go. Flashing lights of the Lambo. Our Ferrari of Durazzo is looking a little bit worse for wear. The Mercedes just staying out of the way there. BMW just in between them both now. Peter Romeo, has he just lost? Oh no, not more carnage. Oh my goodness. Taylor has moved up. Oh, the Porsche going all wrong. Oh, wow. So we now have a few in the pits, to say the least. Mandalisi, the gap really hasn't changed much between the front 3 for it. Dimitrov still just looking to see if he can get past that Ferrari. So yeah, it looks like a few of the GT4s have come in for the pits. Van Dijk in the Ginetta, just with Ollie behind him. Ollie in the Aston Martin just at the back there. Oh, the Ginetta gets it all wrong. I don't know if he had to get out the braking there, but that then puts him right in front of Ollie. Is Ollie going to be able to make this move? Aston Martin looking great with those colours. If he can stick close to him coming around this corner, but it looks like it might be a little bit too much. Okay, so we've got a couple of people coming into the pits now as well. So the top 10, top 16 have not pitted yet. Stewart is all over the back of this black and green Ferrari. They're now contending. Oh, the BMW M4 GT4 right there as well. Craig Stewart trying to climb back up. He started 9th on the grid, but has had a few issues Don't think he's going to be close enough to gain any advantage from a slipstream from that Ferrari. You're always very tempted coming down to this hard braking zone to try and gain time, gain track place, but so we've got a 10-second for Dimitrov. Let me just have a look and see what that was. Now things have calmed down a little bit. Wow, there's wow. Like, okay. So 10 seconds for car 4, 10 seconds for car 12, and 10 seconds for car 69. The top 5 just trying to... Look how close Stewart is now. Can he capitalise? He obviously is quicker in this sector. Right on the back bumper. And a defensive line getting taken there for Lorenzetti. Oh, but not quite so good to drive. This surely is playing into Stewart's hands. Surely this time. He's going to go defensive by the looks of it. Hard down in the braking. Oh, now he's out of position with that black and green Ferrari because he's had to come out of the racing line. Oh, and Stewart all over the gravel there. You see Prideco just behind him nipping into the pits. So Ollie has got a 10-second penalty. Now he must have been one of the cars that... Yeah, car 12. Collision with car 43. So Ollie unfortunately will be serving that penalty when he comes into the pits. Still nobody in top 16 have pitted yet, so I wonder if Cripps is waiting to see if Gallo goes early and then he stays out for the overcut, or does he come in for the undercut. At the moment there's about 10 seconds, covers the top 5. Ollie is quite close. He's now 0.8 seconds behind Van Dijk in that Ginetta. You can see the GT3 cars filing their way through. Peter Romeo in the background as well. Ollie just taking his time going through the chicane there. Will he come in at this lap and pit, get his 10-second penalty? Done and dusted. Prideco coming out of the pits now. And Stewart still battling. This battle's been going on for lap after lap. Not quite as close this time. Remember the last lap they were side by side at that point, but he is quite close. Can he keep this on the road? Now this is closer. Both cars are obviously evenly matched, possibly set up very similar. Yeah, he's got that toe. You can see the advantage he's gaining there. Dimitrov kind of parking the car in the middle of the road there. Stewart just trying to get some kind of drive out there that he can get moving. Just moving himself out into the mirrors of that Ferrari. Trying to cause a bit of a distraction. Now, is he going to go for a look here? No. It looks like Dimitrov has went a little bit deep into that corner. But still not able to take an advantage of that. In fact, sorry, that's Lorenzetti, not Dimitrov. He has pitted. Stephen Hood is side by side. It's McLaren versus Chevrolet here. Oh, so close. Has he got the inside line? Is the McLaren... Yeah. Oh, McLaren's went very wide there. Oh, GT3 nearly collecting him as well. But, yeah, Steve Hood through and making quite a gap for himself. Up to 26th. Now, Steve started last in the pits. So that is a tremendous move. It looks like this was an overtake here, was it? Oh, it was an overtake on Neri. Apologies, I just seen the movement on the table and I was like, oh, Ruggero. Ruggero has had an issue. Oh, he still has the issue. Let's have a look at what happened. Oh, it was the chicane. So he's come up to the chicane, heavy on the braking. Oh, quite a lot. Oh, so the car didn't have time to recover from the first sausage curb till it hit the other one, and then it's just spun him all the way around. So Prideco is right in the midst of things at the moment. He has got Coopero, who's in front of him. Look, oh, this is so close. This is so close. Mercedes power against the McLaren. Prideco getting so close there again. Oh, a little waggle of the tail as it comes out. And again, the McLaren just powering ahead. We have Paso in P13 who's just pitted now as well. You can see the McLaren just he's got a better drive for that. Alex Hertz in car 420 has got a time penalty as well. Let me see. Over aggressive maneuver. So Alex Hertz, who will serve that when he comes into the pits. I thought Prideco may have the upper hand here, but I don't think he has. So much. Oh, and there's contact. Oh, my word. Let's just have a look back at that. Just under braking. I thought he was maybe close, but yeah, just oh. So the first of the top 10 Donkervolk has now pitted. The top 12 still have to pit. Now Cripps is 7.5 seconds behind Gallo. Mandalise is 6.5 seconds behind Cripps. And that's a pass on track. Yeah, that's Alex Hertz in the Lambo. So he's managed to get past the McLaren, and he is just absolutely driving it off like a scalded cat at the moment. Prideco again, still getting close. He's obviously quicker in certain ones. Certain sectors. I'm just having a look to see what's going on further down the field. Steve Hood is up to 23rd now. He's behind Ollie. Now, Ollie still hasn't pitted yet. Still got 20 minutes left. Looking like Prideco again, coming up to the same corner again. He's not making the same mistake twice. Trying to hang on. You can hear the turbo spooling up on the Mercedes, just full throttle. The blue flag's been waved up ahead for one of the GT4 cars by the looks of it. Prideco is really close. Is Prideco going for it? He is. Oh! Not enough room there. Not enough room. Cupra is making that McLaren as wide as it can. You can see Prideco flashing the lights, trying to put them off. Just doesn't seem to have quite enough to get past. It looks like Mandalise has pitted. Yep. So, in fact, the race leader has pitted as well. So at the moment, Cripps. Now, can Cripps do anything to lessen the advantage that Gallo had? Cripps now has just an eye full of GT4 cars. Is he going through the middle of them? There he goes. Nicely done. Both GT4 cars did really well there. They are battling each other, but at the same time, they see a faster GT3 car. They both just parted the waves, and Owen just drove through there. Owen's got a healthy 14-second lead just now, so bearing in mind, he doesn't have any time penalties, and the minimum is fuel and tyres, so that's a minimum of 30 seconds where he is stationary. That's not including coming into the pits and leaving the pits, but it is a short pit straight at Imola. And again, no, as a GT4 and GT3, I was just waiting to see if they were battling or not. Alex Hertz all over the back of Gallo now. Now bearing in mind how quick Gallo has been, Gallo's set the fastest lap of a 141.475. The McLaren just seems well suited here at the moment. We've got a three-way battle going on here. We've got Prideco, Donkervolk and Cupra all vying for position here. That McLaren looks like it's trying to get past. Cupra looking up the inside. Is he going to? No. Sensible there. I thought, was he going to go for it there? Taking quite a lot of curb. Is that going to unsettle the car enough to let Prideco go for it? Doesn't appear to be at the moment. Head into the heavy braking for the second last. Prideco! Oh no! Prideco with that's his second hit he's had under braking. Now hopefully GT4 cars see the GT3s coming. Yep, they've tucked back a little bit. Oh, they're both on the ground. That's a prime example if you're focused on the car in front of you and not what you're doing. Oh, there's a McLaren incoming. Oh my god. Wow. That was Cupra. What on earth happened here? Oh. Oh, Prideco. Oh. Prideco moved out the way of the GT4. I'm not sure if he had to go that far left. What contact. This certainly has been a very exhilarating experience, that's for sure. We've got 16 minutes left. We have 8 minutes left of the pit window, so Cripps does have to come in sooner or later. So he does. Mandalisi has just got past Alex Hertz. Oh, yeah, Alex is in the pits. Alex has come into the pits. Here's a battle further back. Darovoik with Passo. Again, looking to try and cause as many problems as he can in the mirrors and... Oh, that Mercedes getting very, very unsettled there in the braking. Lots of oversteer under braking. Cripps still out in the lead. Cripps has actually come into the pits. Has Perry come in as well? No, Perry is still a fair bit back from Cripps. So where is this going to bring Cripps out onto? And Perry has pitted as well. So Gallo, I think Gallo might be far too far back. Just keeping an eye. He's on the last chicane. This will seem like the longest time in Cripps' life. So it will. He'll be watching the map monitor, no doubt. And he's off. So this is going to be very close. But I think Cripps might just come back out. This is going to be so close. Oh no, I think Gallo's actually going to take it. No. Still, yeah, there's Cripps there. So Gallo takes P1 again. Nothing that Cripps could do about that at all. Just trundle along at 70 kilometers an hour and watch the the race leader go past. So it looks like everybody has now pitted. So our top 5 now are Gallo in the McLaren, Cripps in the Ferrari, Mandalisi in the BMW, Brackstad in the Porsche, and Orazio in the 25 Ferrari. Perry has pitted, so Verhulst then moves up into P6. Peter Romeo is making a comeback. Probably making more comebacks than Take That have, but he's certainly going for it at the moment. So he is. So Darovic looks like he's caught just as Peter Romeo going on the outside, he's going round the long way. It looks like he's made it count. He's given enough space to the Ferrari though. Now that was good sportsmanship between both drivers. Neither want to take each other out, giving each other space. And yeah, Peter Romeo stays where he is in P10 at the moment, but he now knows that that Ferrari is susceptible to being passed. So he'll be looking for any mistakes or any parts of the track that he's faster, whether it's into a corner or out of a corner. He'll want that Aston Martin right there beside the Ferrari. And we'll look further down. At the moment that your leader is Jones in the GT4. Second is Lichten Gasolina is P3. P4 is Elias Fernando and Rosenfeld in P5. Airy Fasttail just out of the top 10. And Ollie is doing his best. 29th at the moment. He's got Stephen Hood behind him, so this could be a tasty battle. So it could, both drivers are really good. You can see Stephen Hood in that Camaro just now. Or Camaro, whatever way you want to say it. Caught up with Ollie, so is he going to make for a pass here? Obviously, Imola is not the easiest track to make a pass on, although we've Ollie going a bit wide there. We have seen plenty of passes tonight, so it looks like they've got a GT3 to contend with now as well. So what's going to happen here? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, Ollie's not moving out of the way. Oh, they're going too wide. Oh, that is not what you want. And Steve Hood is right on the bumper of that Aston. Ollie could be a sitting duck here. Steve, unfortunately, a little bit off track there. Flash of the headlights. Looks like he's got the job done. Oh, maybe not. Oh, Steve Hood oversteer. Yeah, he backs out of it as he sees Ollie coming in to take the racing line there. Okay, we've got a yellow flag. That's Paso. Let's see what happened there. So, oh, he's had contact with the GT4. Contact into the first corner. Or technically second corner, I keep forgetting. The kink on the start-finish straights, turn 1. Prideco, who's in 12th place at the moment, trying to catch up with Cupra. Cupra is not far behind, as you can see at the moment. Oh, and Prideco just getting things a little bit sideways coming out there. Cupra on the back of that Ferrari. Now this Ferrari has been well looked at tonight. Just trying to... Lorenzetti his mirrors must just be so fed up of seeing cars in it. Don't forget he is sporting damage on that car as well. And it looks like Cupra is going to make it, is he? No, not into that corner. And you can see Prideco catching up again. But the Ferraris went wide. See it leaving marks all over the road there. Plenty of rubber getting taken off those tyres. It'll be overheating as well. Don't want that. You've got GT4s all over the place. Oh, Prideco! Prideco looked like... Oh, no! Prideco! It looked like he was about just to nip in there and take that place, but unfortunately he's caused a collision. Back to Stewart, and Stewart, Ferrari on Ferrari again. Craig Stewart looking to see if he can move up past Perry into his P7. Try and get a clean line through the chicane. And it looks like the Ferraris are too well matched for each other. Here we've got Taylor. Wow, we've got 3 battling at the moment. So the black and green of Lorenzetti, we've got Dimitrov, who looks like he's just been passed by that McLaren. So Taylor up to P13. Flash the lights of the Lambo. Craig Stewart now really back into the 2/10ths margin. You can see that white Ferrari it's laying a lot of rubber down. The track will be evolving every single lap. The more cars go over it, the more rubber that's left down. But so we have 45 seconds left of the pit window. Everybody has pitted, and everybody is good to race till the end. These two, oh, I was a bit close with the BMW GT4 there. This is why multi-class racing is so good. You're not only fighting people in the same class as you, you're having to get past slower cars. They are slower cars, it's not the drivers I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the cars in general being slower. Now Pryko is a 10-second penalty. So he does. Car number 1 for causing a collision. Car 4 was given a 15-second penalty for very unsafe rejoin, causing a collision. So there'll be a few people that might be a little bit miffed about what's going on. Cripps is 5 seconds behind Gallo. Mandalise is 4 seconds behind Cripps. Brackstad 4.5 seconds behind Mandalise. Durazio is 7 seconds behind Brackstad. Verhulst is 18 seconds behind. Perry is 2.1 seconds at the moment, but Stewart is looking to try and get himself further up that leaderboard. And don't forget, this is a 4 race championship, I believe. So this this race tonight is not the be all and end all. There's plenty more racing to be done in the next few weeks. So looking further down, Stephen Hood's still behind Ollie at the moment. He's about 5/10ths behind, and Shez is about 0.7 behind Marchetti at the moment. So we've only lost 2 cars in the whole race so far. So I completely missed that because I was too busy looking at the race there. So Taylor, in fact, no, sorry, hang on a minute, I'm getting so confused here. I should maybe take a drink. It's non-alcoholic, by the way. This must be frustrating for Craig Stewart, just to be still behind the Ferrari. And now you can see the Ferrari is coming up behind the GT4 of Stephen Hood. Start finish straight, so it's not going to cause him any issues. Oh, Stewart getting things all sideways. And that's Ollie that he's just passing there. Oh, Ollie going all wide as he comes out the exit. Now Perry is on the bumper of that Lamborghini. So he's kind of dropped Stewart a little bit, and he's got some pace behind him. And this isn't playing into hands of the Lamborghini at the moment, because he wants to get past Beautifully done. But you see Craig Stewart's now kind of got stuck behind the Ginetta. It's all calmed down now, so I'm going to have a little quick look at the stewards again, just see if there's anything else. Yeah, so there's been one car, Treble 5 has been disqualified. For basically just showing no etiquette, basically. Stephen Hood, a little bit closer now to Ollie. Ollie's, I don't know where that KTM's come from. That must be a back marker. Ollie trying to get past just now. So, yep. Steve taking loads of curb. That Camaro can really take curbs well. Callum! Hey, K Jones here. Your internet died, as you maybe saw. I'm infuriated beyond belief after pulling a strategy to get back into the lead. Oh, what? I didn't even see you get drop out there. So sorry about that. Callum, you're doing such a good job. That is the worst thing in the world. You drove beautifully. So you did. Now, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I don't know if I've caught this or not. Maybe I've not. But Gallo, Cripps is now in the lead. So what has happened to Gallo? Oh, it's not there. Yeah, Cripps is still behind him. Quite a distance behind. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no. McLaren on McLaren. GT4 has taken Gallo out, but Gallo has got past again. If this thing will stop replaying, I can maybe actually have a look and see. I don't know if there's a way of stopping it from replaying. This is actually now into a really close battle. So Gallo has got past Cripps again while we're watching that replay. Does Cripps have any answer at all? But basically a GT4 McLaren took out, he got onto the grass, basically became a passenger and ended up taking Gallo out. Gallo was streaking ahead. So he wasn't, you can see, you know, he's 6/10 ahead already of Cripps. Gallo surely knows he's got the confidence to be able just to keep driving on the last lap now. Although it looks like Cripps has got back a little bit. He's gained 1/10 of a second. Is this giving Cripps the push that he's needed? Is giving him a little bit of oh! Now has that McLaren got damage? And how much damage does it got? Because look at this. Cripps has gained 2/10. Cripps right on the back of this McLaren. Oh, a little bit of oversteer there from Cripps. I'll lose him a little bit of time going into the hairpin now. What a photo finish this is going to be, considering Gallo was just miles ahead. Cripps looking to see what advantage he can gain here. But it looks like McLaren maybe has the legs on the corner exits. Certainly you can see the damage on the side of the McLaren just now. Oh, Cripps looking... It's a last-ditch effort here from Cripps, but it looks like those curbs have just killed his drive out the corner there. Now he just needs to keep... He's went through the worst corners, so he just has 2 corners to go to take P1 in Season 2, Round 1 of the Multiclass Championship. That car looks just as if it's rotating so well. And here we go. There he goes. Gallo about to take P1. There we go. Checkered flag. Cripps in P2. That was much closer than I expected it to be. So here we've got the race leader for the GT4 coming over the line. Lichten in the McLaren to take it. And the KTM coming in second. Alpine in third. Potter is in fourth. Fernando in fifth. And Airy in sixth. This has been an eventful race in more ways than one. So it has. Airy just come round the corner now to get over that start finish. What an absolute race. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the replay on, and then I am going to see if there's anyone who wants to talk to me tonight. If you are a driver and you'd like to chat, you just need to jump into the interview waiting room on Discord, and I'll pick you up from there. Ollie comes over, P28 all over, overall. Can't even speak now. But Ollie is in the top 10 for the GT4. Where did you, Julius, I don't even know where your, where did you come in, Julius? Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Right. We've got a few people that would like to talk. That's always nice. I think we will speak to our GT3 winner, Kiko Gallo, first. And congratulate them. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Good. Good.
Thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very good after watching this race, and it's been phenomenal racing. Unfortunately, you didn't get very much airtime tonight because you just streaked miles ahead, and there wasn't really. It was a boring race from your point of view, which was good until near the end. But first thing I want to say is congratulations. You're the winner of round 1, season 2 of Multiclass GT3 race. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels very well. Okay, the race has been very it's been like very frenetic.
Yes.
But from the point of view in terms of the people controlling their acts and everything else, was perfect.
Yeah.
perfect. Even the last action of that GT4, he just let me pass, but I think he just touched the grass and his car just jumped into the track again
Yep.
and touched me. That's it.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Crips Owen for his action for
Yeah.
returning my position. It was very. I appreciate it. Those
Yeah.
kind of action.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you basically had. I'm not going to say they had nothing to do because you were 6/10 ahead of Owen, and Owen is a very fast driver, and you were just streaking away, and I just happened to catch what happened in the McLaren GT4. Yeah, he dipped his tires, braked, spun around, and then he was a passenger, and unfortunately he came into the side of you for that. So that was the really only thing that happened your entire race. So I take it the car was feeling good. I take it everything was going well.
Everything was perfect, and I have to open a little bit the brake conducts because the temperature on the brakes and the tires were rising a lot, you know. And the setup I have is very aggressive. It's actually a mix between race and qualifying.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's a little bit tricky.
Yep.
So I have to control the temperatures of the brake and the tires.
Yeah.
But okay, there was a lot of traffic. I was not able to do any piece around 41s, 41.2, something like that. But it was very fun, actually. it was very fun.
Can I just say, for someone that struggles to get into 143s, that, you know, there's some people that might not like you very much just now by saying not getting into the PBs, but no, absolutely, you did an outstanding qualifying, an outstanding race, and you absolutely deserve to win. So how are you looking forward to the next race?
So the next race is which track was it?
I
have to check.
I know, I'm just checking. Suzuka is the next track.
Oh, Suzuka. Suzuka is a very beautiful track.
Yeah.
And I think it would be very very interesting because the track is a little bit tricky in some of the part.
Yep.
There is some very very narrow corners.
Yeah.
And it will be a good.
Mm-hmm.
A good track for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have a little question, and it's more a question for me because I'm going to be doing a 10-hour endurance race at Suzuka in the McLaren. How is the McLaren suited for Suzuka?
McLaren is you mean the Evo one, yeah?
Yeah,
the last one.
No, the Evo, the new one, the 720.
The new one,
Evo.
yeah. Okay. I have been driving the McLaren, the standard one, for almost 1 year now. We still have a Spanish championship up and running with the old car. The new one is definitely has a very strong low torque.
Yeah. Yep.
In the low rest, the torque is very very good.
Yep.
So you will have a very good exit on that very narrow corner.
Yeah. Yep.
And okay, it's more unpredictable than the old one. than the old one.
Yeah.
You should have some toe on front between 0.2, 0.25.
Right.
Don't go any negative more.
Right. Okay.
And in the rear one, something around 0.05, 0.06, something like that.
Perfect.
For having a very good undergone deterioration of the tire at the end of the thing.
Perfect.
But I love this car a lot, and it's very fast, and I'm enjoying a lot with it.
Yeah, I enjoy the McLaren as well. I drove the original 720 before the new Evo came out, and I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved everything to do with it. It was just such a good car. So, okay, well, I congratulations again, and I look forward to seeing you in race 2 next week.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we have a. So we were talking about your endurance in Suzuka, but I think this weekend we already have. We also have the 24 in 2.4. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. See you then.
Okay. Okay. Take care, Kiko.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye bye.
For you doing for the championship. Bye bye, guys.
Oh, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Owen, what a race. My goodness. My goodness. Right, who are we going to pick on next? Let's speak to poor Peter Romeo. Good evening, Peter.
Greeting.
How are you?
Very angry. Very angry.
Man, there are I don't even know where to start. You just seem to be the punch bag of the track today.
Yeah, 2 times from the same guy. I was so angry.
Yeah.
But well, at the end, it was P9, so it wasn't bad to be 1 minute in the pits.
Yep.
1 minute and then catch up again.
Yeah.
At least I was in the same round at the finish.
Yeah. I mean, you did well to get back to where you finished. That was just great racing. But did you lose? Was it just pace you lost before the collisions, or was it only because of the collisions you then suffered from damage?
No, I suffered from the collision the first time, and then it hit me first time was on TOGA. And in the same lap, it hit me on Variante Alta.
Oh man, yeah.
Spun out, it didn't hit the brake, and boom.
Yep, that's.
And that was the second hit, and then my car was totally broke, so I had to go to the pits.
Yeah, and then it's almost game over from there. How do you keep yourself motivated when that happens? How do you
it's a multi-class, or everything can happen.
Yeah, of course it can.
That was my focus. Everything can happen. Go, give all you have, and hope for the best.
Hope for the best. It was a great attitude to have, because you just never know. I mean, we saw in the second last lap, Kiko Gallo actually getting taken out by a GT4, and then it was Owen obviously kind of gave him back. But yeah, I mean, I love the multi-class purely because there is so much going on. You know, you're not only racing a car in front of you, but then you're watching out for slower cars, and if they see you or they don't. So, how did the Aston feel? Was it quite settled?
Yes, yeah. The Aston feels always great. It's my favorite car. So
you do drive it well, I have to say, and you qualified well as well. I was really excited to see what was going to happen. Unfortunately. Fate tonight made it not happen.
I think Mando didn't finish 8th or 7th.
Yeah, he's actually put a message in the chat. He said, "Hey Peter, I'm going to need to see your race back. Sorry it went this way." So
okay, no, but he was also in 3rd place, I think, at the start.
Yes, he was. Yeah, so he's ended up with some collision as well, which wasn't his fault, and it's yeah, it kind of put everyone, even Prideco was racing really well, and then he got taken out.
No,
so.
It was in front of me.
Yeah.
It was in front of me.
So
sort of crash. Well, it was fun. At least it was very fun.
I
think the format multi-class is a great format.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. And from my point of view, sitting here as a neutral, it's been an amazing race. So it has trying to keep on top of all the action.
You see also, if in real racing, if you have multi-class, the incidents always happens with slower cars.
Absolutely.
That's the race.
Absolutely.
And that's the fun of it.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Are you prepared for Suzuka next week? Or have you got a lot
for Suzuka, not for Watkins Glen, yes.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I feel better about Watkins Glen than I do Suzuka, so...
No, Watkins Glen, I can fly this Aston, so...
Good.
I hope to take something there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see. Suzuka's not my track, but it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And we've also, I mean, there's 4 races, so there's 3 more races to go. Yes. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
Excellent.
And Suzuka's a big track, so we have more space.
Exactly, absolutely. Okay, Peter, well, thank you very much for your time, and go and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Cheers, bye. Hello, good evening, Lucas.
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing very well. How are you doing?
Well, I lived.
Oh man, I don't think there was any place in a track that was safe. There was just things going on all over the place. So it was.
Have you caught the big wreck that happened with the 2 Lambos and me early in the race?
Yes, we actually just saw that as a highlight there. So it was just all over the place. I genuinely couldn't keep up with everything that was going on the track. I would have needed like 6 pairs of eyes, 4 pairs of hands, and how do you feel the race went from your point of view?
Chaotic. I mean, I did come in here like, yeah, maybe we can fight here for top 5, and then like qualifying. It's like it's really tight for pole, but like yeah, this is looking pretty good. It's like perhaps put a pole position, not pole, but like fight for like a podium and stuff.
Yep.
And then come the race, and it's like yeah, I have decent pace here. We're fighting up there, and it's like I even took the lead, and then just. The Lambos came. I saw them in my mirror. It was like, oh shit! I saw that like this is coming, and I moved as far as I could right, and they still somehow hit me.
Yeah.
I don't quite know if they hit each other with it or they came into me. I got so lucky that I just walked with 13 seconds away from that.
Yeah.
Like that, most of the momentum was just lost with me flying sideways on the track. And then with some relatively minor contact in the wall, like such an impact can just nose you into a wall and just game over. But like I got really lucky there, and the damage didn't do too much.
Yep.
The car was still really fast. That's just luck.
Yeah.
Jones had done the right decision there, and I think pitted on that specific lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got lucky, but then just so unlucky that he got disconnected.
I know.
Really nice to run him down. But yeah, I was running him down. Traffic in between came in my way, and I lost time again. But like it would have been tight for me to close in. I would have probably fallen like a second short, maybe. I don't know. It was fluctuating how much I gained. Like I could at least gain half a second a lap on him, I think.
Yeah, that would.
This was looking.
Yeah, that would have been a battle to watch. So it was. How did the McLaren feel tonight?
Really good. I've driven it a few times on the circuit before. It's very solid, fast.
Yeah. Did you have much time to practice before the race tonight?
Well, I had actually. I thought the race would be yesterday. So I had like set up everything. It was like it's 20:30. It's like, where is everyone? Why is everyone? It's like 3 people on the practice. So what is going on? I was like, in like 10 minutes into my own stream, I'm like, wait a second, the race is tomorrow. So I turned a few practice laps, but I had the setup already from previous races I ran here with the car. So I just drove a few laps. Said, okay, Aqua is Aqua, and Tosa is Tosa. Good, fine. I did some. I did then some more practice for a race.
Some unexpected
for race this weekend, and then just came in here. Came in to the briefing, then did joined the official server for the practice run there.
Yep.
Did just a handful of laps in qualifying, and then
that was that.
That was that.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to Suzuka next week?
Kind of. I really like Suzuka, but I also really like Imola. So I really like the flow of this track. But like I recently raced at Suzuka with this car, so I didn't quite like it there. It was driving like on ice, so I don't quite know.
Right. Okay.
I had a really tough race there with a Mercedes driver. So the Mercedes is historically relatively good on IVGTC tracks.
Yep.
So that's.
Yeah,
that's interesting. But I mean, of the fast guys tonight, none is out driving Mercedes, so I don't know.
Oh, I know.
I just have to contend with the usual Alpine, really fast Ginetta driver. He's in Jones.
Oh,
it's so unfortunate that he got dropped down, but like. It's going to be interesting how he does it, Suzuka, considering the long straights there as well.
Absolutely, and that's the thing about GT4s. All the cars are suited to certain things, whether it's cornering or out and out speed, or so it does mix everything up. So it does. Each track is uniquely different. So, but yeah, I mean, good race tonight. I hope to see you next week and see how you get on.
Yeah, and I hope it's a bit less chaotic. I have to check my heart rate afterwards, but like I'm pretty sure it wasn't particularly low.
Yeah, I think there's a few people need to kind of learn mistakes from this one, and a couple of people I would have said who were experienced that were doing things you wouldn't expect them to do. So yeah.
I mean, Yeah, the GT3 qualifying, P2 to P16 in 1 second, like that does a lot already.
Yeah.
Because everybody's fighting everyone at that point.
Absolutely.
And a lot of fast guys fighting each other.
Yep, absolutely.
So that spices stuff up, right?
Absolutely. Okay, Lucas, well, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right. Okay. My goodness, there's so many people want to talk tonight. Good evening. Nope. Try this again. Hello. Good evening. Nope. Okay. They don't want to talk to me. So let's move on. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Ollie. Oh, Ollie. Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. What happened?
In all fairness, I mean, it might not have looked the prettiest, but I enjoyed that so much.
That's good. That is what
it was
it's all about.
So much fun. Had a little bit of contact with the Mercedes coming into Acca Minerali.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I had the overlap, but clearly the stewards didn't see it that way, which is fine by me.
Yep.
Served the time in the pit lane.
Mm-hmm.
Came home for P9 overall. Had some brilliant battling with Stephen towards the end, which I hope people are watching.
Yes, we were. Yep.
Yeah, just, Stephen, he's in the Camaro. It takes about the width of America to slow down. So, it is what it is. It's one of those things. He stopped. He let me have the position.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, it was all good. Up to that point, it was the cleanest racing that I've experienced in a long time.
Excellent.
Which is why I was so happy when I saw him behind me, because I knew we were about to have a really good battle.
Yeah.
And we did.
Brilliant. That was amazing. How did the Aston feel?
Yeah, it felt really, really good. Had some struggles in qualifying, just invalidating, traffic.
Yep.
Didn't set a lap time that I felt was representative. My tyre pressures were all out of whack. I hadn't lowered them enough.
Yeah.
So I did my final lap on like 27.4 PSI minimum.
Yeah.
So the car was pretty skatey through anything that was in like third gear or higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit painful, but it is what it is. Had some solid racing. The GT3s were scary. They just never stopped, man.
It was just like one thing after another.
Seriously, it was like one of them would overtake me, and I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, let's breathe. But no, there's already another one in your rear view mirror. They just didn't stop coming, which, I mean, I should have expected, but it was so mental. I absolutely loved it, though, and my pit strategy worked out exactly as I hoped for it to do.
Oh, well, good. Excellent.
Crossed the line with 1.3 litres in the tank.
That's some good working out, that, so it is.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Maths.
Yeah, exactly. See, you and maths, you are the maths man.
Absolutely. It just never stops, does it?
Oh, man. Are you looking forward to Suzuka?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope I'm able to make it. I do have other commitments on a Thursday night, but it's not a regular.
Yeah.
It's on like an as-needs basis.
Sure.
So hopefully I'll be able to make it to the rest of the rounds. If not, then it'll be... first of all, I'll be really disappointed because I've really enjoyed it so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think looking forward to Suzuka. It's one that probably is a little bit more in the Aston's comfort zone than Imola was. More sustained corners, which is where the Aston is a more planted car. Yeah, which will be nice. I think Sector 1 will be probably the Aston's strongest out of the whole track. Yep. And it's just going to be about widening the gap as much as possible before the back straight, because everything is going to eat it up in a straight line. Absolutely. Especially the McLaren. Oh God, the McLaren GT4 is so fast in a straight line. Are you regretting having the Aston? Would you rather have went with the McLaren? No, I can't be consistent in the other cars. Yeah. The Aston is, I can drive it and it's planted, but I'm also fast, which is what I need. Yep. And I can drive it consistently, hit the same curve every lap and it reacts the same way. Whereas in like the Cayman, it's such a fluid car because of having the fuel tank in a weird place. Yeah. Means that you have this really nasty, unpredictable pendulum. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Everyone was really clean. Had a couple of little run-ins with GT3 cars, but nothing that cost me major time or damage. So it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, came home P9, first time in a GT4 car in a race, first time doing a multi-class race.
Wow, there you go.
I'll take that.
Absolutely, every day of the week, absolutely. You miss so much Dodgem action. It was, yeah, you can watch it back and see what it's like, but yeah,
I'm sure I will.
I think you were quite fortunate to stay out of trouble for the majority of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to look at appealing my penalty with the stewards because I think I've got 2 places in the balance if I can get 10 seconds removed.
Yep.
So I will be looking at it.
Absolutely.
If I look at it again and realise that I'm being a dolt, then I'll leave it, which is highly possible.
Well,
but yeah,
it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, mate. Well, take care. It was great watching you racing, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mate. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care.
Have a good one. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Right, okay. Kiko, it was very fun. Yeah, absolutely. Fabio, hi. Race to forget for you. Next one is hopefully better. Oh, it's horrible when that happens. Right, okay. Let's see if I can... let's speak to Owen now. Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Not that you were expecting it at all.
Not then. I thought you were going to talk to someone else first.
Well, I was,
but
but...
the one you talked to.
But everybody that I drag in just then wants to leave again, so so you...
Well, Loom was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I just keep clicking OK, but on Discord, which is meant to click cancel, not OK, because that sends them back up.
So that's what I was doing. I was like, yeah, they keep just going back. Okay. Wow. I mean, geez, 6/10 ahead of you in qualifying, like... I've never seen you in that position before.
Oh, it's not all what it seems.
Right.
On my final lap, I was up half a second, but I messed up in the chicane. So I could have been a 10th behind. So our pace is pretty similar.
Yep.
But during the race, Gallo was just... Yeah, it's just something else. And on top of that, I think he's been paying the GT4 drivers to let him through at the right time. You know, they're judging their paces because I just seem to get him every single time, either the chicanes or on the fucking bumps. You know, I just didn't have any luck with the GT4s.
No.
But I saw he had a bit of bad luck. And then got taken out 2 laps before the end of the race, and I just thought, he's worked so hard. You know, I don't want to win a race by somebody being silly. And it was a silly incident of what I saw.
It was. It was just a mistake. So it was by the end of the day. But no, kudos to you for the race etiquette. It was very good. Unfortunately, you didn't get any airtime tonight because there was literally like between yourself and P3 and P4, there was like 7 seconds between you all, and I'm like, okay, I'll go somewhere else to get some action in.
I don't mind that. I think it's nice to have a low key moment and not being in the spotlight.
Exactly. And you've missed a lot of action. I mean, the poor stewards. I don't know what time tomorrow they'll get to sleep, but
I think I'm going to dive in and help out.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot, and some crazy driving as well. I mean, I genuinely, like, I have seen drivers who I've commentated on for an entire championship do things you wouldn't expect a rookie to do, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, is GT4 on the track just cause people to lose their minds? I don't know.
I just think it's because of the speed difference. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I'm a faster car.
Yeah.
Technically, blue flag, I should be going straight through and let through, not thinking that it's 2 separate classes. And what I've learned, and don't get me wrong, I used to be exactly the same, just send it, go through, you know, on the faster car, blah, blah, blah. And I even did it to one guy today. You know, I thought, oh, he's in a KTM, my brakes are so much more superior, and I'm, you know, I'm quicker. And I sent it down his inside, and unfortunately I ended up hitting the bump and then causing all sorts of problems for him. But he reacted so well. He did flash his headlights, and I've apologized openly in the chat.
That's good.
But you know, it's just one of those things that you got to think ahead of the game, and you got to be prepared to accept that you have to go through the corners first before you can do the overtake.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think it's the hard bit that some drivers don't understand.
Yeah, it's the eagerness to get past, and not forgetting that you can easily, as soon as you're out the corner, probably be passed within 10 car lengths. and you're away. So, you know, it's guaranteed, but it's all about thinking a little bit ahead for it. So I take it from your point of view, there was nothing really you could do regarding the pace from the start to the kind of...
Not in the Ferrari, sadly.
No.
It's, Ferrari and Imola don't really go hand in hand. I tend to find it reminds me a bit of the old ACC when there was the meme for the Ferrari 488 being basically a kangaroo that every time it hits any of the yellow sausages or anything like that, it tends to bounce at the rears for hours.
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot better. It definitely is a lot better, but I do feel like the 296 is just a carbon copy of the 488.
Right.
So you hit one of the yellow sausages or something like that, and it just doesn't like it. It just upsets it. You lose so much pace because of it.
And you could see that when you're going through the chicane and things like that. You just, there was no drive. It was like the car was, oh, right, I need to go, right, okay, I'll go now kind of thing. And at that point, people were driving off.
You do it in first gear, you spin out. You do it in second gear, you survive, but you're slow.
No.
I'd rather be slow than spin out.
Exactly, absolutely. Do you think Suzuka will be a different kettle of fish altogether?
Yeah, I mean, there's no yellow sausagey curves this time,
that's true.
So I think it's going to be a little bit better. I know Suzuka's like one of my favourite tracks, and my pace at Suzuka is generally quite good. And I do have a personal best there of, I think it's a 159.2.
Oh, it's right. Sorry, you're going into a tunnel. I can't hear you. Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm hoping that I can reenact that. But
absolutely.
There's been a few updates since the last time I was at Suzuka,
right,
so I don't know what there is. But I do have a setup, so to speak, for the track. And of course, racing with Tippy at the 24 and 2.4.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be an interesting one. See if we can get set up that works for me and him.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Excellent. Well, you did well. You did what you could.
Yeah.
You know, you put yourself in the best position possible, P2. So we'll wait and see. I mean, the McLaren, I don't know how well suited McLaren is to Suzuka, so it could be...
Very.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Yeah, anything that's fast corners and requires downforce, the McLaren is just a completely different animal.
Right, okay. Well, that...
anything revolving... fast corners that needs traction control, the Ferrari will win.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
Like Barcelona, but anything downforce related, then the McLaren's going to win. But also the Lambo's really quick.
Right, okay.
Suzuka, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously with the GT4s there, you just don't know what's going to happen.
A carnage, probably.
Yeah, but, yeah, absolutely. I mean, another night for the shows.
Through the whole Sector 1, there's nothing you can do to pass them.
No.
If you just have to be patient, and if they allow you up the inside, then you just hope that GT4 reacts in the correct manner to it.
Absolutely.
But it's the same at Imola. There is just no room for error, and you make one small mistake, it can end your race.
Absolutely. Yep. And we've seen it tonight.
Careful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Go and help the stewards and do your stuff, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right. Cheers, Max. Thanks for everything as always.
Oh, no problem, my friend. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Okay, so one more person to speak to, but yes, so Owen is obviously our driver coach for TOGA, so please bear that in mind for future if you think you'd like to improve yourself. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. How did your race go?
Pretty well.
Yeah.
I found the first GT4 race, first podium.
Nice. Now that's not many people can say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Love the Alpines.
Yeah. They look stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah. They drive. I love how they drive. Like they feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but like they feel like the McLaren in GT4 form, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're amazing, and I was gonna say amazing little cars. I suppose they are little, but
quite small, to be honest. Like compared like the boat, the AMG, and
that's
like the GT3 car, that's terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not much difference in size when you see the AMG GT4 and the AMG GT3, and you're like, What one's that? Is that the at least the other ones you can spot and go, yeah, that's a GT4, that's a GT3.
Yeah.
So do you think you had quite a good setup then for the track?
Yeah, I think the setup was quite good. At the end of my stints, like the rears were too hot, like to turn up traction control. So like, I usually run 1, and I had to go to 3, even 4 sometimes.
Oh, right.
They were cooking.
Right.
But yeah, I went over the curves fairly well, yeah, and I think the fronts were good, so it gripped up pretty good. Just the rears at the end of stints, but
yeah. And yeah, everyone was suffering from the same. So there were, brakes and tires and.
Yeah. So that's why I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody in the same boat.
The same, yeah.
Yeah. Have you done any preparation for Suzuka next week?
Absolutely not. Maybe this weekend if I have time, but
yeah,
I had basically like a basic setup for Imola. Went pretty well. Let's see if I can carry the luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the GT4s, as much as they're slower than the GT3s, they still take a skill to drive fast. So they do. Yeah. And you could see some cars were taking the curbs so much better than others and things like that. So do you think you'll be running a standard setup for Suzuka, or do you think you'll be getting a standard and then tweaking it, or?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the standard aggressive and then tweak the pressures, like caster a little bit. I just increased it a little bit, just so like mostly for like the force feedback feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like aero. Brake ducts, and that's basically it, because GT4 don't have that much.
No.
Setup, so it's
that's simple. Right. Yep, absolutely. Excellent. Right, well, congratulations on the podium.
Thank you very much.
Good luck for next week. I look forward to seeing you out in the track.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I think we've got one more person who's very popular tonight, so it is. I can't see their name for some reason. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, not good, obviously.
Oh, man. Can you let me know who you are? Because all I can see is a D and then loads of dots.
Oh, I'm David Dimitrov, yeah, the one who...
yes!
Had a really
oh,
race.
My. You had some horrible times out there tonight.
Yeah, I got damage. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Before and after pitting. And well, I mean, after pitting, I got spun horribly by a GT4, so my tires were just ruined. They reached 29 psi. They were 110 degrees.
Oh my!
Yeah, I was spun at like 230. He's basically like. So in the second to last corner, right? I was gonna overtake a Mercedes, a GT4. And you know the fast right before the penultimate corner.
Yes. Yep.
Well, basically, he decided to plant his car in the middle.
Right. Okay.
I don't know why. I could not go outside or inside. His car was in the middle.
Yep.
And I said, well, I need to get through him because I'm doing the race.
Yep.
I think I was P10 or P9 by this time.
Yep.
And basically, I had one tire in the grass, and there's this thing in that corner where if one tire is in the grass and it goes on the curve of the fast right, it automatically spins you. It doesn't matter how fast you're going, it just spins. It spins you. So that made me spin. I don't know why he decided to plant his car in the middle of the road. Really dumb decision by him.
Yeah.
You talk.
No, on you go.
No, I mean, I was going to talk about the other instance. So.
Yep, on you go.
So in the second lap, you saw that I made, as you said, a not very smart move. But I mean, that wasn't meant to be a move, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. You cannot overtake in that corner.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened? I was PA. The guy with McLaren in front of me with a P7. He braked extremely early. I really was not expecting it. So at the time I was on the brakes, I just couldn't do anything. I was gonna smash into the back of him, so I decided to swerve right to try to avoid him, but I couldn't, unfortunately. Yeah. I didn't try to make that move. That would
no. I know. There's times where things come out of my mouth and then I go, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But it's easy for me to sit here and say something about a move, but I'm not in the car. I don't know what's been happening and things like that. So there's been a few people caught out tonight with braking issues, or getting caught out with the driver in front braking before they do and things like that. It's tonight's been a bit of a dodgem fest for yourself and for other people as well. So the stewards are going to be mighty busy. That's all I can say. But obviously you have, you can create a ticket. You can put in an appeal and things like that as well for the stewards to have a look at it. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Has it put you off for Suzuka, or are you looking forward to it?
I'm really looking forward to it. At Imola, I've never driven in the track. I practiced only yesterday for half an hour.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You did very well then for someone that had half an hour's practice.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, yes, I think I could have done much better, but yeah, I think it's like if you don't practice a track and if it's the lack of consistency that really bites you in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing I always say. You can be a very fast driver, but if you're not consistent, it means nothing at the end of the day. It's the whole thing about just being consistent and sticking to it. So yeah, unfortunately it's not been your night, but hopefully, I mean, there's another 3 races to go. You were proven.
And also you said in Suzuka that I'm really looking forward to, because I've driven the track many times. I've done a 4-hour race. It went really well.
Good. So
yeah, I'm really excited for the next race. I hope I don't I qualify well, so I don't have any cars in front of me, so there's no really that much risk.
Absolutely. The less cars in front of you, there's less time to get into dramas and things like that. So there is. So
yeah, and also, I mean, going back on the McLaren, me bashing him, and I mean, I got a 10-second penalty from it. I think it's I mean, while I was driving, obviously, I thought that it was clearly his fault. I will still say that he braked excessively early, but at the end of the day, it's still my job to know where the car in front is going to brake, and I think I got 10-second penalty, and I think it's fully deserved.
Well,
but
yeah, I mean, it's very mature for you to say so. A lot of drivers, even after the heat of the moment, after the race, will still be, oh my God, why did that happen? Why did I get that? And things like that. But it shows your maturity to be able to say, well, I actually think I maybe did deserve it, or things like that. But as I say, there's always the appeal process to go through as well. If any drivers who are listening that felt kind of aggrieved by whatever the stewards handed out tonight, but certainly the stewards were very, very busy. So they were, and they'll continue to be for probably tonight and tomorrow as well, I would think. So
yeah.
But it's good that you're looking forward to Suzuka. So hopefully I'll see you leading the pack. Or
leading, maybe top 5. I
think.
Well,
do you know what? You just never know. You never know what happens. I fully expected Cripps to be P1 tonight. I didn't know anything about Kike Gallo, and my God, he just drove the wheels off the McLaren. He was 7 seconds at one point ahead of Cripps. So. Very good. So no, not at all. Right, okay, so I'm going to go, but thank you very much for popping in, and I appreciate your honesty, and I hope Suzuka goes better for you.
Yep, thank you very much.
No problem. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay, right. That's that. I hope you have enjoyed it. Yes, a big shout out to the stewards. They're doing a phenomenal job, and they've got such a thankless task to do, so they do. I couldn't do their job, that's for sure. Yes, thank you for the likes, thanks for the subscribe. Please remember you can become a member at any point for $2.99. If you want to win a pair of £50 racing gloves, which look absolutely amazing, then you can become a Discord subscriber as well. I have entered it. And yeah, I look forward to the next race. I think next race is the 24 and 2.4, which I think Airy might be commentating on. But I'll be back next week. I'll be racing in the rookie season. Ollie will be here to commentate, and along with Julius. And yeah, I'll see you then. So take care, stay safe, bye bye.